I'm going to the jungle on Saturday, even though the jungle's not what we think it is anymore. It's ever since
becoming a little bit gentrified.
It's
right?
you know, it's a little nicer, but I think some of the OGs are coming through because these are community leaders. As much as people think like gang, the reality is these people know how the city's failed them.
So the day has finally arrived. Today is officially Election Day here in Los Angeles, California. And whether Spencer Pratt wins or he loses, one thing is already clear. This campaign exposed something the media does not want to talk about. People in Los Angeles are fed up. We're sick of it, but not a little bit frustrated. We're fed up. We're tired of the crime. We're tired of the break-ins. We're tired of trash everywhere. We're tired of tents on the sidewalks. We're tired of being told everything is fine, while our neighborhoods still feel worse. They are worse. And this is why Spencer Pratt's message is connecting with us, with the people, not the people who just watch propaganda on TV and believe whatever they tell you, but the real people who live in the hood, the neighborhood. He's talking about what people are actually living.
Hey, LA Times gaslighters. It's weird. One of 15 cameras that I now have at this house. 2 German Shepherds, 3 legal guns. 5 years ago, didn't lock a door here, but you know what happened? 2 animals invaded my house. And no, I'm not racist because they were wearing masks. I don't know if they were white. I don't know if they were Jewish. I don't know if they were fucking rabbis. I know they were animals because they invaded my house. I know I don't care what their excuses are, like a lot of you care. I know invaders of homes should get 20 years, but I'm not paranoid, so I don't believe your about the stats and the crime because everyone in my neighborhood has got the same problem. They're all putting cameras and hiring security guards because we're all getting broken into. It's not made up. It's not false. And this city has collapsed in the last 5 years.
And you see, that right there is the point. The media keeps trying to make people feel crazy for noticing what's happening around them. They tell you that crime is down. Really? They tell you that the city is improving somehow. They tell you that Karen Bass is doing a fantastic job. She's phenomenal. But people are looking at their own streets. I'm looking at my own street. I'm looking at the home that I live in. People are looking at their own businesses, their neighborhoods, and they're saying, that's not what I'm seeing. And today, whether Spencer wins or Spencer loses, people need to stop letting television tell them what their own eyes already know. Because this election, it's bigger than one candidate. This is bigger than Spencer Pratt. This is about whether Los Angeles is finally ready to admit the truth. Here's the part about Los Angeles that the media keeps trying to desperately hide. If everything is so safe, why are so many people putting cameras everywhere? Why do we need so many cameras? Why are people hiring security? Why are people locking gates? Why are people afraid to leave things in their car? Why do businesses feel like they have to protect themselves like they're in a war zone? That doesn't happen in a city that feels healthy, does it? That happens in a city where regular people no longer feel protected and are not protected.
One of 15 cameras that I now have at this house. 2 German Shepherds, 3 legal guns. 5 years ago, didn't lock a door here, but you know what happened? 2 animals invaded my house. And no, I'm not racist because they were wearing masks. I don't know if they were white. I don't know if they were Jewish. I don't know if they were fucking rabbis. I know they were animals because they invaded my house. I know I don't care what their excuses are, like a lot of you care. I know invaders of homes should get 20 years, but I'm not paranoid, so I don't believe your about the stats and the crime because everyone in my neighborhood has got the same problem. They're all putting cameras and hiring security guards because we're all getting broken into. It's not made up. It's not false.
See, that's the part they don't want to deal with, because when enough people start changing how they live because they no longer feel safe, that's not paranoia. That's a public safety failure. Folks need to understand something, because for some reason people keep telling me, well, that's not the way it is where I live. Listen, bad policy does not always hit everybody at the same time. Some neighborhoods, like my neighborhood, we feel it first, but then there's another, and then another, and then another. And then eventually the people who ignored it start realizing the same problems have reached their block too. That's why this election matters. You see, whether Spencer wins or if he loses, this issue does not disappear tonight. The people of Los Angeles still have to live with the results of the leadership they choose. So stop asking what the media says about LA. Start asking what the people living here are forced to do just to feel safe. Look, the biggest problem with Karen Bass is not just that Los Angeles has problems. Every major city has problems. The bigger issue is this: regular folks keep begging for basic things and they keep getting ignored. People are asking for safer streets, cleaner neighborhood? Can I get a little less crime, less homelessness, less open drug use, less smash and grabs, less chaos? But see, City Hall keeps acting like those concerns are secondary. And that's why so many people feel like Karen Bass is not working for the citizens first, or maybe not even at all. She's working for the machine. Karen Bass is working for the donors, the political class, the outside interests, the people who benefit from keeping the system exactly the way it is. And when regular people complain, the media makes it seem like we're the problem.
But you say, oh, Spencer Pratt has no experience, so how can we possibly think about this? What experience did Karen Bass have, or Rick Caruso, who we know can build things, who we know can fix problems, when you made sure he couldn't win? So right now, you're putting people in the same position that you did with Trump, who I did not vote for, by the way. You put him in by making sure we had no options, okay? And that's where we are in LA, and we want to fix this place.
That's the frustration. It drives you crazy because I have a whole bunch of people I went to college with keep saying the same thing over and over and over again. People keep being told they have to vote for the so-called experienced politicians. But what has that experience produced? More tents? More trash? More crime? More excuses? More press conferences? More photo ops? More people feeling like they're being pushed out of their own city, because they are. At some point, experience does not matter if the result is failure. And today, voters have to ask themselves a serious question. Are you voting based on what the media told you? Or are you voting based on what Los Angeles actually looks like? Because if the people in power keep ignoring the citizens, then the citizens have every right to stop trusting the people in power. Whether Spencer Pratt wins tonight or loses tonight, this election already reveals something very, very important. Los Angeles is not satisfied as the media wants you to believe. Folks are angry. Folks are tired. I'm tired. People are scared. People feel abandoned. And a lot of people feel like the city they love is being taken from them piece by piece. This is not about hating LA. I love LA. This is about the opposite. People are upset because they love Los Angeles. They remember what this city was. They know what this city could be, but they're watching bad leadership. They're watching bad policy. They're watching media propaganda convince people to accept decline as normal. And one of the biggest issues nobody wants to talk about, honestly, is the drug and homelessness crisis. Oh my God.
This mom come up to me crying in South Central, goes, my daughter's not homeless. I love her. She's got a home, but she's on Skid Row right now, addicted to meth, but she's not homeless. I hate when they say these people are homeless.
Very, very powerful point, because the media, the politicians, they keep using soft language to avoid hard truths. They call everything homelessness. But a lot of what we're seeing is addiction. A lot of what we're seeing is mental illness, is drug trafficking, is failed intervention, is broken families, is communities being ignored, and leadership that refuses to deal with the root cause because the current system benefits too many people. That's why people are fed up. They don't want another slogan. They don't want another photo op. Tired of seeing Karen Bass pop up at hamburger stands. They don't want another speech about compassion while the streets keep getting worse and worse and worse. We want results. And whether Spencer Pratt wins or loses, that demand for results is not going away. Listen, tonight, one candidate may win or lose, but the bigger question is this: will Los Angeles finally wake up? Will Los Angeles finally wake up? Or will the media convince people to go back to sleep?